Okay, great. Let's look at Danielle's work. So you can change your story. Okay, it's fine.
PlayStation and barbecue, small talking and nothing to do. You keep it locked in a shopping cart, a bourgeois Shangri-La. Gotta feel that I don't belong, gotta feel that I shouldn't be here. You can't stand another single day.
Okay, great. I think this looks like a lot of fun. I would kind of animate the words a little differently. Maybe use the. I know you use the search engine tool, but maybe we can animate each individual wording in this part. It doesn't quite work really well. Like wiggle would work really well with the actual letters that you have down there. I like you to actually create a new. If you change your story, just create a new storyboard. So this way, I have a better idea of what I'm looking at. But I love your illustrations, and I think it looks really, really nice. But it just gives me a better picture of the whole story. So for next week, just if you can figure out the wiggle tool, do that. Otherwise, just create the storyboard and upload it. And kind of add additional scenes, so but as I said, I kind of need to see a reference of what a full story looks like to be able to give you really good feedback. And I know you probably already know, because you already did such a great job with your other project. Every time you see eyes or something, there's so much potential. Eyes, eyebrows, this type of thing, you can always add a lot more motion elements to it. Okay, very good. And Cindy, this is not loading because I actually tried this one first. So reload this one again. I don't know why. Make sure it's H.264 and it's small enough for the web.
I was born to love you.
Okay, very good. I would use, I probably would take more pictures and basically just use the stop motion technique. So take a bunch of pictures of the sky in different angles, like maybe a little closer, a little farther away, maybe as the sound
I was born to love you.
And then you get closer and closer to him, and then maybe we can get a glimpse of what she looks like, maybe. So this is just take a bunch of pictures of him, import it as a sequence into After Effects, and then animate them. So that's what I would like you to do for next week, okay? I think because the picture is pretty static, and be careful when you have text overlaying the body kind of like this. Just kind of use the negative space you have here already, and like this is great. And try to, if you can't, you can't. But I mean, since you have the room, maybe that might actually work better for your project. Okay, so just take a bunch of pictures of him. So redo the reshoot, and as the beat of the music changes, the picture should change too. As the words change, the picture should change to the close-up, or a little closer, and the love view should be really tight shot. Maybe even in the next scene you can see her, or maybe I don't know, this scene you can give it a shot, see how it looks like. So that's what I like you to do for next week. Carolyn, you're. This is not the right class. Oh, I'm sorry. It is. Sorry. Carolyn, where are you? Looks awesome, Carolyn. So that's exactly what I was actually suggesting to Wataru. So this is a great example of self. Yeah, I just love it. I think it looks fantastic. My only comments is that I mean it just maybe some of the shots like you've done this here. See how you're getting close-ups there? I kind of like to see. Well, I don't know. Actually, I take that back. No, I love it. I mean, I don't really. I'm just looking forward to see how you're gonna grow this. This looks fantastic. Um, I think like this, because of the details that are happening here, I almost want to see the snap, the actual posty a little bigger. So maybe not that much bigger, just maybe a little bigger. Because I just love all the stuff that you've done, and I feel like, and I love the negative space, but I think it could be a little bigger. Just that's my only comment. Try it and see how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, just move it back. Okay, very good. Keep working on it. Beautiful job. Done.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message.
It is very cute.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message.
Very cute.
My phone.
So I kind of have some suggestions. Maybe you know, we can kind of do something with the to-do list and his facial expression at some point in relations to with the to-do list. And I'm not too sure if I kind of like the way you've done this. You know, no cross zone icon or don't enter icon here. And I usually, I mean, I wonder what it looks like if you actually use that standard color, is if it's gonna be too much or not. But just make a copy, try it, see if it looks stupid. You know, I mean, I kind of think just because those are what we're used to identifying with in terms of what we really like. We see it, we notice it. And I really like the palette, the color palette, but it seems like it could maybe in parts have another color, complementary color in there. So, and I wouldn't, I don't know what, I would probably see, instead of moving that piece, the bubble, I wonder if you can draw him in the bed and just have the bed move or have him move or something in that family, because obviously you're really good in drawing. So just give that a shot because it feels a little weird with the bubble moving.
My bed.
So I would
Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message.
and then I would choose like a different font face
So leave a message.
for this end, like something a little
So
more
leave a message.
playful, even, you know, just more handwritten. And also we want to use the search the type engine tool to maybe add a little wiggle or something, so it's kind of more randomized. It's not so straight because everything about the project is kind of more like kind of funky and just loose. So I would kind of do that. And then the colors, I mean, I would just, if you're gonna use the, I don't know, I would probably choose like a value of red
So leave
on
it
this,
there.
and then make that red, or make that like a deep burgundy or something.
So leave a message.
But definitely, like I would explore. Like I'm not too sure about the screen under with your palette. So explore like a couple of different colors. But my main comment was this one. And of course, you can always like I mentioned with Karen's project. Every time you see eyes, you can animate it like crazy. It looks awesome. It looks great. I look forward to seeing some of your revisions. Okay, Billy. Okay, so we animate the little storyboard. But actually, I wanted you to have like an actual, animating the actual piece. So please, for next week, make 3 minutes I'm sorry, 5 to 10 seconds of animation of the actual piece. Shoot the video, take the photo, because that's actually what you were supposed to do this week. So just expand it. And this one, basically, I needed to see the storyboard. You didn't have to animate the storyboard. You just needed to draw it and then upload it to Flickr. So please make sure to give me 5 to 10 seconds of your story for next week. Oh. Wow, look at that. Okay. I really like it. Okay, very good. I love what you've done here. Love what you've done here. So I would incorporate this throughout your entire piece from here on. This type of palette. I would get rid of a lot of these effects. It's less is more is really what we want to stick with. It's not really adding to the piece, it's just causing distraction. I would get rid of the explosive types. I mean, you can have the explosive types, but add blur, so it doesn't look so typey, and add blur, and then add camera motion blur. So with the by itself, it just looks a little odd. I'm not too sure. Maybe on one you can use this transition on maybe one, but I would not use I know it's great, you're exploring and experimenting, so I would like you to simplify. Like this would be a good place to use that effect because we already see these lines. You see that? So once that would be a good place to use that transition because we already have those lines and we can just take that and repeat it. Whereas the beginning, it's just there's really no place for you to use lines, and then change the color to black and white or sepia tone in the beginning, and then have it to slowly like fade into color, and then just get to this palette here. I mean, this beautiful palette you've created. And then I would stick with this palette. I wouldn't go to this dull one. Okay. Change the font to something a little heavier. Maybe just don't use stroke, just a heavier font, and I would have it bigger, a little wider. Okay, yeah, so I like this part. I like this, the way you, whatever this is, this looks kind of cool. But all these other little pieces, I don't know, it's just really not adding to your piece. And I think you want to really stick with the story and try to make that dynamic. Okay, very nice, Paul. Just keep on working on it, and just take some of those effects out. Add camera shutter blur for the text, explosive text. Oops, now it's not gonna play. Okay. Yeah, where your name explodes. Great sound, by the way. And this one is really, I don't want to use this effect directly on the picture. It just doesn't really do a good job there. Again, change all this palette to something, and I'm not too sure if this font face goes with like the music and the mood you're trying to create. So I would explore like a couple of other font faces that are not kind of playful, because your font face looks really playful, and this is almost a perfect font face for Nan. I think this would work really, really well with Nan's project.
Today I don't feel
like these parts.
so leave a mess.
So